Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to start another new series called the Knife Showcase series, or something resembling that. And if this one does well, I will probably very likely keep on doing this series, but either way, I need to do content, but yeah. So I will continue this if this video does pretty well. And anyways, in this series, every episode I will go over a different knife, talk about it, and put it on a tier list. I'll talk about all the upsides and downsides and tell you if you should buy it or not. Now, if there's anything you want me to add to the content in these videos, just ask me in the comments. But without further ado, let's get started. The Paracord knife. Now, the Paracord knife was one of the knives that were released in the Shattered Web operation, along with the skeleton knife, nomad knife, and the survival knife. And as the operation implies, the Paracord knife can be found in the Shattered Web case. So, the Paracord knife also has two unique draw animations and two unique inspect animations, like so. Now, in my opinion, the special inspect animation doesn't look too amazing when compared to other knives, while the regular one looks pretty good. And it's a pretty skinny knife, but it looks still pretty incredible with its paracord handle, and all the holes on the backside of the knife look pretty good. Now, for pairing this knife with a pair of gloves, unless you have an extremely good color combo like a fade on fade, I recommend you use hand wraps, as hand wraps are probably the thinnest or smallest looking gloves, and they would most likely match with the paracord very well just because of how skinny or small both of them look. And I mean, compared to the Navajo, I guess the paracord is also really big, but it just looks thin and skinny, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think matching your paracords with a pair of hand wraps are pretty good, but that doesn't mean other gloves look terrible as well. And of course, I'm sure there are a lot of good combos out there, but I'm just saying, I think the paracord knife would look best on a pair of hand wraps. Since it was released all the way back in 2020 with all the Shattered Web knives, they still haven't been granted Chroma Finishes, and it's been nearly 4 years. And if you don't know what a Chroma Finish is, it's basically a second set of knife skins that are usually released, which includes the Damascus Steel, the Doppler, like emeralds, sapphires, rubies, marble fades, tiger tooths, rust coat, and ultraviolet. Anyways, in this section, I'm going to go over some of the Paracord Chroma Finishes like the marble fade, Doppler, etc. And I'm going to talk about its potential and how good it could work or look with different pairs of gloves. Alright, so the first one here, we have the Gamma Doppler Emerald finish on the Paracord knife, matched with a pair of hedge maze, I think. And honestly, I think this one looks incredible. I think it's really green, and I think it's just a breath of fresh air, especially when we haven't had any new knife skins in such a long time, since like maybe 2020. So yeah, I think this one is pretty nice. I think compared to different emerald knives though, it's definitely not the best, but it still looks pretty amazing to me. Alright, next one we got the marble fade on marble fade, and I'm not gonna lie, this one looks so amazing. There's so many colors on the knife. I think it just looks perfect, and I think if it was in the game, I would definitely buy it for maybe this or for the nomad knife. In my opinion, I think it's just like the idea that the entire knife is shiny rather than just like the blade is shiny is really cool as well, because under the paracord it's also shiny as well because the knife is all in one piece. There's no handle, there's no blade, it's just one knife wrapped around in paracord. Alright, for the last finish I'm going to show here, we have the Damascus Steel on the paracord knife. Now this one definitely looks interesting and kind of weird. I don't expect that this is going to be how it is if the Chroma Finishes will be released, but yeah, I think it is definitely going to be a budget knife. I think with how it looks right now, it's going to be really shiny and really cool, but in my opinion, I feel like the lines kind of throw me off a little bit, but I mean, if you want it, sure, if it ever comes out, it's like a budget vanilla knife, but yeah, it's alright. Alright, so with all that being said, where would this knife go on my tier list, my personal tier list? Well, in my opinion, unfortunately, the paracord knife will have to go to C tier. While it does have a lot of good perks, I think it is not actually like the best knife there is. I think there's a lot of other better knives, and with its tame animations, I think it could have done a lot better, but I guess Valve didn't do it, but that's okay. There's other knives that are obviously a lot better and look a lot better. It's not all bad though. I think the knife is a perfectly fine vanilla, or not vanilla, a perfectly good budget knife, if you may. And if you would like it, I mean, it's still got some pretty good animations. I would choose it over probably at least the Navaja, maybe the Gut and Falchion, but I'll see, because those are also not bad. But yeah. Hey guys, that's it for this video. I have some things to say, so you guys can leave if you want, because the video is basically over, but if you want to stay, then go for it. So I've kind of been getting more busy with school, and I've been wanting to grind more Faceit, because I actually want to go pro, so I won't be able to do as many videos. I'll try to get at least 2 or 3 out every week, but yeah, so just as a heads up, I won't be like posting as much. I'll try as much as I can, because I love YouTube at least. So yeah, there's that. Okay, actually that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.